Imagine your brain as the most advanced computer that exists. Now, think that it's running an old operating system designed to prevent you from achieving prosperity. Brian Tracy, who managed to reinvent himself and rise from poverty to become a millionaire, states that many people carry these limitations since childhood. He created a method based on simple daily rituals that work like a true update for the subconscious. In this video, you will discover these powerful techniques to eliminate beliefs that hold you back and adopt the mental habits of successful people. Early years. Brian Tracy's childhood was not very different from that of many people. His father worked as a carpenter and his mother was a teacher, but their salaries barely covered the whole family's expenses. As Brian later revealed, the feeling that marked his childhood the most was constant hunger. Without the financial means to attend a prestigious university, he ended up dropping out of school to look for work. He started doing general labor, but soon realized that wasn't how he would get rich. That's when he decided to become a sailor and boarded a ship. For 8 years, he traveled the world, which helped shape his character and broaden his horizons. When he returned, he was already a changed person. Brian changed his mindset so deeply that he was able to access parts of himself that had been blocked by the limited mindset he inherited from poverty and his parents' beliefs. It was at that moment that he understood the true meaning of life. From then on, he started his career in sales and quickly began climbing the ladder of success. Today, Brian Tracy is a reference in business and personal development, having helped millions of people improve their productivity, relationships, and achieve financial freedom. And the tips we're about to share can also transform your life. Activate a positive attitude. Awaken the positivity gene inside you. Have you ever stopped to think about how much our emotional state can influence our ability to prosper? Brian Tracy argues that this is essential. Maintaining a positive attitude helps keep motivation, overcome challenges, and stay optimistic even in the face of difficulties. To tune into this frequency, follow some simple steps. First, focus on the things you feel grateful for. This shifts your perspective, making it more positive. Write these things down. And even better, put the list on your fridge so it's always in sight. Second, when a problem arises, avoid getting stuck on the negative and channel your energy into finding solutions. This way, you make better use of your time and focus on what really matters. Third, surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you makes all the difference. Stay away from those who bring negative energy. A practical tip: make a list of your friends and rate each one from 1 to 10, analyzing who truly contributes to your growth and with whom it might be worth reducing contact. Tracy points out that many people see a positive attitude as something vague, without real impact on success. But for him, this is exactly the starting point for your journey to the top. Does that make sense to you? Got an idea? Then don't hesitate. Put into action. Brian Tracy learned a valuable lesson over time. Whenever a good idea came up, he would try to act immediately. I notice that most people, when they have an interesting idea, end up doing nothing. They just think, what a great idea. For Tracy, this is a common and dangerous mistake. When a different idea pops into your mind, don't get distracted. Start working on it right away. At least keep a notebook to write down your ideas and carry it with you always. Of course, most of the time the idea won't work out on the first try. Maybe not even the second or third. But something positive will surely come up by the 10th try. Relax and allow your ideas to guide your path toward success and prosperity. The 10 goals technique. Take a notebook and write down 10 goals you want to achieve in the next year. It's essential that each goal is written in the present tense. Starts with the word I and includes a specific date. For example, I buy a car on November 25th. This notebook should become your daily companion. Every morning, open it, turn the page without rereading what you wrote before, and write your 10 goals again. This exercise needs to be part of your daily routine. Over time, you will notice your goals evolving. The words change, the order changes, but never go back to read old notes. Each day is a new page. Brian Tracy guarantees that by practicing this for a month, your life can transform forever. By writing your goals, you are sending a powerful message to your subconscious. Day after day, these goals become more deeply rooted within you. Without looking back, Some goals will naturally fade away because, in reality, they weren't that important. Over time, you will be able to identify what really matters and start achieving those objectives. By doing this every morning, you are programming your mind. And from there, many opportunities will arise throughout the day, bringing you closer and closer to fulfilling your dreams, says Brian Tracy. The law of cause and effect. Brian Tracy learned this rule from an experienced salesman. It states the following. If you want to achieve your goals, find someone who has already accomplished what you desire and follow exactly what that person did. It may seem strange at first, but this happens because many times we have a limited mindset that says, don't copy others, don't imitate anyone. But the truth is that ideas can and should be replicated. That's why there isn't just one bank, but thousands, not just one restaurant, but millions. Besides, admit it, following a path that has already worked makes everything much simpler. According to Tracy, this is one of the fundamental principles for achieving wealth. If you want to triple your income, find someone who earns 3 times more than you and ask, how did you achieve that? Most successful people like to share their stories and achievements. So, all you need to do is ask, learn, observe, take notes, and act. The law of cause and effect is clear. Every result in life, whether in finances, health, joy, or happiness, has a cause behind it. And by applying that cause, you will inevitably reach the desired result. It might be someone from your close circle, like your boss or a friend's acquaintance. The important thing is to find the right person and follow what they have already tested and proven. The law of faith. This law is directly connected to the rule we saw earlier. The law of faith states that everything you truly believe becomes your reality because you see the world through the lens of your own faith. We don't see the world as it actually is, but as our mind makes us perceive it. The beliefs we carry are learned skills from childhood, shaped by what we were taught. If parents encourage positive thoughts from an early age, over time, children grow up confident and happy. That was exactly what happened with Brian Tracy's children. The reason? Their faith, the basic mental program, always said, I will achieve what I desire. It's just a matter of time. On the other hand, that same faith can become a barrier. If you grew up hearing that you won't succeed, that you can't be as successful as others, those ideas are probably engraved in your mind. To overcome this, start questioning yourself. Why do some people succeed more than others? Over time, you will see that it's not necessary to have a degree or lots of money to win. Most already have the necessary skills, and almost all can be learned or improved. The biggest problem with negative beliefs is that they are just illusions, false truths that most people accept as real. Words can generate money. The writer and linguist John Tolkien was one of the first to realize the power of words over people. In an article written after the war, Tolkien stated that the word is the most powerful weapon humans possess. With just a few sentences, a writer can create entire worlds. A dictator can mobilize an entire nation to war with just a fiery speech. And in everyday life, words have the power to please or hurt those around us. Brian Tracy reinforces this idea by saying that some words can literally generate money. In one of his videos, he cites a study conducted by psychologists and linguists at the University of California that analyzed how certain words affect the subconscious. For example, talking about food stimulates salivation and awakens hunger, as the person automatically starts imagining food and the act of eating. Talking about creativity activates the right hemisphere of the brain, increasing inspiration. Talking about mathematical theories stimulates the left hemisphere, strengthening logical reasoning. Moreover, talking with successful people influences your subconscious. Discussing business ideas and money makes your brain start searching for ways to achieve those goals, explains Tracy. These studies confirm that words have a direct impact, even on the financial aspect of our lives. That's why Brian shared some phrases that can help you attract more wealth. The tightrope walker phenomenon. When we hear about magic words, many associate this with something esoteric. Phrases like, I want to be successful or I'm going to have a lot of money, according to Tracy, can help reinforce your dreams and visualizations, but that alone is not enough. In practice, what really matters are the words that motivate you to take action. For Brian, the secret of personal growth is linked to the word balance. A successful person is, above all, a tightrope walker, someone capable of combining different approaches to face a problem. In your case, this might mean advancing in your career or increasing your income. The path to a prosperous life, according to him, needs to be complete and comprehensive. Developing various areas of your life is what will make you a true winner, even in the face of difficulties. By improving different personal aspects, you become more flexible and prepared to solve any challenge. Perhaps in one situation you need to stay calm. In another, act quickly. Only with balance and by exploring your various facets is it possible to transform your life for the better. Can you improve your life? At first glance, it might seem that nowadays most people build great fortunes just from their own ideas. However, Brian Tracy believes this view is mistaken. True wealth comes from leaders, people who know how to gather, inspire, and convince others. Maybe you, alone, don't have a big plan to achieve success, but with a team's collaboration, that plan can be developed. Within any company, it's possible to grow professionally by showing those around you that you are competent and deserve the chance. If your goal is to get rich, be clear and specific when communicating. Many people will be willing to help you advance. You just have to ask. And to increase your chances even more, use a powerful word, because give a clear and convincing reason, and more people will say yes to you. After all, we all want to find meaning in what we do. For Tracy, those who master the art of persuasion are the ones who truly progress and achieve wealth. Happiness. Maintaining a positive mindset brings direct benefits to your productivity, and it also increases your chances of building valuable relationships. Brian Tracy emphasizes, prosperity naturally comes closer to joyful and enthusiastic people, while it tends to avoid those who live in sadness. If your goal is to achieve financial well-being, learn to love your life and appreciate even the small details. Don't forget to transmit joy and positive emotions to those around you. This way, the world will surely reward you with countless financial opportunities. Try to focus on the positive aspects of your day and share these experiences with friends and family. The phrase, "Today something made me happy," should be part of your daily routine, Tracy recommends. If you're excited to enjoy each new day, leave your like on this video. Let's see how many of us, people with positive energy, are ready to transform our lives right now. Confidence. Confidence is a belief in your own ability, the inner strength that motivates you to face any challenge. When you are steady on the path to wealth, you are unlikely to give up halfway, highlights Brian Tracy. This feeling is essential for those who achieve success. By believing in yourself, you will notice how life starts to work in your favor. Repeating the word confidence often helps strengthen the sense of security in your skills, even if doubts arise at first. Have you ever seen a successful person who lacks confidence? I never have. The sparkle in their eyes, their words, expressions, and gestures make it clear that they know exactly what they are doing, and that inspires those around them. Confidence gives a powerful boost, even when everything seems to be falling apart. Have complete faith in yourself, and you will be able to achieve extraordinary things. Hope. Believing is the most effective path. Just waiting and hoping that things will happen is a common attitude among those who want to get rich, but it's not the best strategy. Still, hope should never be abandoned in the pursuit of great financial achievements. When combined with confidence in yourself and your choices, hope for success must always stay alive. We all face challenges, but what really makes a difference is how we deal with them. If you learn to always expect the best, regardless of circumstances, you'll find it easier to accept defeats and, at the same time, enjoy your achievements without wasting time, explains Brian Tracy. Conclusion. I am going to change the world. Words are powerful tools that can help you negotiate a raise or convince someone to invest in your idea. For that, it's essential to understand that you can train your brain to recognize different opportunities to generate more money using words. Believe that nothing can stop you from transforming the world, at least within your own reach, starting today. This way, you will move forward and achieve your goals. Leave in the comments what your biggest goal for the next year is. I want to know your dreams. Let's create a community that helps and motivates each other to reach further and further. If you want to truly transform your financial life, subscribe to the channel, Turn on notifications and start today to think like a winner. Together, we will reach the top.